I'll say this right up front, if you're looking for a mirrorless camera that performs and handles like a pro DSLR, the EM1 is styled in the same vein as a number of other recent Micro Four Thirds bodies from Olympus. That is to say, it has some retro flavor which draws inspiration from classic 1970s SLRs. This isn't a camera that is designed to move, point and shoot photographers into an interchangeable lens system. It is for the advanced enthusiast and professional photographer. It is designed to convince advanced photographers that many of the final reasons to hang on to their DSLR have become obsolete. The EM1's magnesium alloy body construction gives the camera as solid of a feeling in the hand as you're likely to find. Quite simply, this feels like a pro camera. Perhaps more importantly, with its freeze-proof, dust-proof and splash-proof abilities, the EM1 is weatherproofed like a real camera as well. On the left side of the camera body, there is a rubber cover of an external microphone jack, and the second door covers the combined USB and standard DEF AV port and the high-definition HDMI video output. Flip screen is excellent for those really low angles where lying on the ground to see your composition would be uncomfortable or impossible. This feature also helps for the shorter photographer needing to get a shot overhead, or for those high angles that would need some sort of elevated platform with other cameras. The EM1 has a DSLR style grip that makes me very happy. The camera is slightly wider and slightly taller. The grip is incredibly comfortable and is sculpted to perfectly conform to your hand on both the front and rear as you hold it. And it gives a very solid feel in the hand without being bulky. Of all the main controls are within easy reach for average fingers and none require odd contortions to access. The EM1 moves the mode dial over to the right shoulder and adds an easy to use and retro film rewind knob inspired on-off switch to the left shoulder. I really love the EMI's locking mode dial. I often carry a mirrorless camera in whatever bag or case I have with me that day. It might be a fishing pack or a laptop messenger satchel as often as it is a camera specific bag, causing my cameras to often get pulled into and pulled out of tight quarters. Lock button down, dial isn't moving. The EM1 has a separate slot for the SD card. On the side of the camera, this is convenient, as you can change cards even when the camera is on a tripod. The card simply presses down into its slot and is automatically locked in place. To remove, press again. The card fits with its pickups facing the back of the camera. If there's a fly in the ointment, it is battery life. Because the camera is small, the batteries are small. Thus, they don't deliver the nearly all dar. I get more like 3 hours or 350 shots, whichever comes first. But your mileage may vary. The EM1 is powered by a proprietary BLN1 lithium-ion battery, which is the same battery pack that's used by the EM5. So those who upgrade from the earlier model will be able to use their existing spare batteries with the EM1 too. Perhaps the most revolutionary part of the OMDs is the 5-axis stabilization. It is scary good. Like, how does this even exist good? I am able to hand-hold video and make amazing dynamic movements that make it look like I'm using a crane or Steadicam. Olympus is a very effective 5-axis image stabilization system that shifts the image sensor to counter camera shake. The important part is that this sort of stabilization works with every single lens you mount, even if it has no electronic linkage with the camera. Like many recent cameras, the EM1 has Wi-Fi connectivity. Once set up the Olympus OI share app to your Android or OS smartphone, you can control the camera from by quickly scanning the QR code displayed on the camera's LCD with a smart device. It syncs with the Wi-Fi network created by the camera. Not every single controller option is there, but the standard program, aperture, shutter priority and manual exposure modes are all available. You can set exposure compensation, ISO, white balance, set a focus point and fire the shutter. Tapping on your device's touchscreen will set a focus point and change camera settings is done via the touchscreen as well. While it has the same sensor specs as the EM5, due to the on-chip phase detection and lack of anti-aliasing filter, the EM1 sensor isn't exactly the same. That having been said, overall image quality is outstanding. It is an improvement over the EM5, which was a camera that I already thought did very well in this department. To be completely honest, I love the Olympus EM1. It is the best mirrorless system body I have even seen thus far. It is solidly built, handles well, has no serious defects, and is a joy to use. The EM1 has relegated my EM5 to the camera closet, and that is saying something, as I have been a big fan of the EM5 since the day it was released. If the EM5 was Olympus's first step in satisfying the advanced photographer, the EM1 is another big jump forward.
Too far, just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs and find and see what it means to be living.